I had suspected my husband for months, but nothing could have prepared me for the night I discovered the truth. I walked into a small upscale bar expecting a quiet dinner, only to see him laughing a little too loudly, sitting close to a woman I didn't recognize. At first I froze. My heart raced. The way he looked at her, the smiles, the subtle touches, confirmed every suspicion I'd tried to dismiss. I wanted to scream, run, confront him, but I stayed calm. I knew I had to think carefully. I slipped out quietly and made a call. A few minutes later, someone arrived to meet me at a quiet corner of the bar. Her name was Emily, and she was the woman's fiancée. She had no idea about the affair until I reached out. Together, we planned to give him a taste of his own medicine. We entered the bar, walking with purpose. My husband's laughter faltered as soon as he saw me, and then his eyes widened when he saw Emily by my side. He stammered, unsure how to explain the situation. "Fancy seeing you here," I said, voice calm but cold. "I brought someone you might want to meet." Emily smiled politely, taking the woman's hand gently. "Hi, I'm Emily," she said, voice steady, "and I believe this man is cheating on me." The woman's face went pale. Her smile disappeared. My husband's mouth opened, then closed. He tried to justify himself, but the room had already turned. Several patrons had paused to watch the confrontation unfold, whispering to each other. I stayed silent, letting Emily speak. She calmly laid out the truth, her tone measured but devastating. The woman's eyes filled with tears. She hadn't known he was married. She had assumed he was single. He tried to grab my hand, tried to pull me aside to explain. I shook my head. "Save it. You made your choices. We're just here to make sure you face the consequences." The bartender and a few onlookers murmured, some giving me approving nods. My husband's facade of control and confidence crumbled in front of everyone. His mistress, or soon-to-be ex-mistress, looked at him in shock, betrayal written all over her face. Emily held her fiancé close, whispering comfort. I stood beside them, feeling a surge of satisfaction. For once, I didn't feel angry or hurt. I felt justice unfolding naturally, like the world finally balancing itself. My husband stammered, trying to salvage the evening. I didn't respond. Instead, I let him face the awkward stares, the judgment, and the humiliation he had so freely caused me. By the end of the night, he was alone at the table, no laughter, no smiles, just the weight of his choices pressing down. I left with my head held high, walking out with the quiet pride of someone who refused to be a victim. Emily and her fiancé thanked me later. "You saved me from years of heartbreak," she said. I smiled. "We saved each other from a liar," I replied. Driving home, I reflected on the night. It wasn't revenge in the traditional sense. It wasn't cruel or vindictive. It was simply truth meeting deception, and for once, the liar had no place to hide. That night taught me something important. Sometimes, the best way to handle betrayal isn't confrontation in private or silent suffering. Sometimes, justice is simply letting the truth be seen by everyone who needs to see it.